And so, like, all day, I don't pay attention to the news, so I keep seeing all this shit about a Kraft sex tape, and all I can remember is that one time I had, like, that boiling hot orgy in a pot of Velveeta. It was sticky.
That sounds sexy and Canadian. Wow.
It really was.
Jesus Christ. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the YouTube Saints. How you guys feeling tonight? We're on. We're live. We got Animancer with us. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? Hope everyone's having a good fucking night. I'm the guy that they bring in when Ben's not available for every single show. So
Ben,
who is Ben?
Yeah, who the fuck is Ben?
What is this?
Who's this Ben person you're talking about?
I just got amnesia. I have no idea who I was talking about.
Was he the guy? Was he one of the guys who attacked Jesse Smollett? Because Je suis Smollett, if you know what I'm saying.
There were two men who attacked Jesse Smollett. One apparently had a lot of Asian-themed tattoos, and the other one was a rather large man wearing a donut.
Oh.
Had
So
AIDS.
Shit.
I was just assuming, perhaps. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I heard those guys took a time capsule, they went back in time, and then they ripped off your fucking show. That's crazy.
Yep.
100%.
You know the strangest thing about that, is that when you said they took a time capsule, the first thing that entered my head wasn't an actual time machine. It was them just popping an Advil
Oh my God.
and then losing several hours.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
An Ambien. They had a Roseanne moment.
Yeah, they had it. Got through. Because honestly, yeah, I mean, enough Ambien, you can call that a time capsule if you want. Slow release time capsule.
It kind of is a time capsule. I think. Okay, so I've been roofied, I want to say at least 3 times in my life.
That you remember?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No. But I mean, I've gotten inexplainably decapitated, disenfranchised, circumcised, whatever. So that I suddenly was
I
just.
swear to Christ, that was like listening to PewDiePie try and pronounce any polysyllabic English word just then.
Okay.
Oh, subscribe to PewDiePie.
Subscribe to PewDiePie. Fuck T-Series.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, there have been 3 times I can remember distinctly where I lost effectively consciousness for no reason, shouldn't have happened, and one of those I'm 100% sure was on Ambien. I think somebody slipped an Ambien into my fucking drink. The reason why was the other 2, I just got really, really dizzy all of a sudden, overwhelmingly fucked up, and kind of convulsed and vomited a lot and fell over, even though I'd barely been drinking at all. But the worst time, which is why I think it was Ambien, I acted totally normal, even though I was blacked out, and I had 2 beers, I think, at a bar, and I got home, and I very calmly walked into my bedroom and pissed all over my dresser, and then started screaming at the wall, and nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
Oh my God.
It was
it must be a horror story.
Yeah.
Must be Wednesday again. Well, here's a kind of funny, kind of not funny thing. So in that last opioid video I did, there's a part where I mentioned how if a non opioid user takes Suboxone, they get high as balls, right?
Sure.
I'm speaking from experience on that because I had a massive headache at my buddy's house one day, and he had this little pill bottle thing where he kept what he thought were just run-of-the-mill pain relievers and pharmaceuticals, but he wasn't really good at keeping track of where they came from.
Okay.
So he hands me this orange pill telling me it's like an aspirin. And I'm like, cool, all right. And I pop that, and oh my God, it was I'm just really happy I didn't end up having to go ass to ass at a flashlight party later that night. You know.
What about you, Animancer? You ever been inadvertently roofied or just knocked out of consciousness that you can't remember?
Or just taking some drugs and had a really interesting night.
Not that I can remember. So if it was done, it was pretty effectively. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, did you ever go downstairs like to have dinner with the family during a reunion, and like you got your uncle next to you and he just keeps doing this at you? You know?
Have you ever gone to a dinner party and then just woken up missing like 23 hours and somehow you're married?
Oh my God, you guys are like unraveling my whole life story here live on the public space. Jesus.
On the public space.
The public space. That is a strong man. I really need to cut out that picture that I have of the King of Trash Island so I can have it like on the show if I want to. A transparent one.
Yeah, when we did Peasants the other night though, because like I'd seen some clips of Mama JF before, but just the ones where she's like, you know, babbling in the neck, and I really want to suck your dick, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I had no idea that there was like an entire second season to that particular show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's disturbing, man.
Billy's impression really does, in a funny kind of way, like sound like her too. Like he does nail most of the mannerisms that she does and how she talks, which is so crazy.
He does well, and you know this is what's so funny about it too is like, you know, I've said it before, and I'm gonna keep kind of clutching my pearls about this a little bit. I will. Gonna have to forgive me for it, but you know, I have a lot of sympathy and compassion for, even though I don't like JF, you know, which is obvious. I have a lot of sympathy and compassion for their relationship because they obviously do really care about each other. But what I think is really funny is that, like, the more I learn about her crazy exploits of her, like, tagging up buildings with graffiti, riding her bike naked in public and shit, I'm like, it sounds like somebody I would fucking hang out with, so I can't really, like, throw too much shade, you know? Oh. I know hippies who are so fucking burnt out on acid that they talk worse than she does, so I mean, like, I can't throw stones. It is funny.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be the one to complain if two people are with each other and they're happy, especially if they're like consenting adults.
It also comes back to like, it's the same thing I say when, like, you know, when I catch any kind of shit on like Twitter or something, right? Like, I don't mind jokes, just make them funny. I mean, for Christ's sakes. I mean, like, you know, you can only call a dude with my kind of reputation a virgin so many times before it loses all of its punch. Now, a couple quick things, Jeff. One, because we've successfully fixed the Streamlabs notification issue. In theory, one thing I would like to suggest though is that you make sure that browser input is above Animancer's.
Oh yeah. No, good call. Okay.
And on the other side, a more personal note, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to my buddy on Twitter there, Bastard of Reality, for sending me this 1712 North Carolina bourbon whiskey. This bitch is 86 proof.
Sweet.
Yeah,
nice.
It's really, and it's funny too, because you see bourbon in big letters on a bottle, and you kind of gird yourself expecting some kind of throat punchy. No, very, very smooth, very smooth.
You girded yourself.
Aged for 26 months. So, thank you.
Am I the only person who, when playing Skyrim, like, you go through another new playthrough and you get to the point where he introduces you to his sister Gerder and you can't stop laughing? I just can't. I can't. I lived the fucking punk rock life for so long that I knew people who had names like Trash Can. You know, people like Crackle, people like Pavement, you know? And then you hear Girder, and you're like, that's fucking punk, dude. Fuck yeah. But she doesn't act very punk.
My problem with Skyrim has always been, ever since I watched the Grosjean Brothers, which, by the way, guys, if you ever catch this episode, please come back to YouTube. Your videos were fucking amazing. But the guys who did Skyrim 2012, right? So, like, I can't play Skyrim at all anymore without just seeing and hearing that. I had a sister, I'd sell her too.
All right, huh? Fair. No, that's fair.
Yeah, and if anybody out there hasn't seen it, like there's a whole series. Just like when we're done with the show, wait, patience. Definitely check out their modern day Skyrim series.
It is really
it's,
good. It's really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
That Skyrim is one of those games. It's really crazy. It has like better recognition in terms of name than the entire series it's based on. I would say like more people know the name Skyrim than they know the Elder Scrolls. I would
Agreed.
say.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
And that's very rare in the case of like a game franchise. So
I just love the fact that you can find somebody who's like they're constantly boasting and talking and like posting shit about what a big how much they love Skyrim, and then you say, "What do you think of Daggerfall?" and they look at you like you're speaking Greek. It's like, huh?
yeah.
That game that I actually weighed down the key, like a couple of the keys on the keyboard, and walked away from it for 3 hours, and came back and discovered I hadn't even traversed half the map. Yeah, that game.
Yeah, it happens. Anime Moon says, just because I think we could use some positivity right now and this sort of thing needs some more attention, then it's actually getting God's damn victim outrage culture can suck the entire Zentradi armada of alien cocks. What did you just send me? What is this? What is this? Hang on. So I sent both Nick and you links in the Skype chat, Animancer, for the My Circle link.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I am more than happy to play this clip. Holy shit. This is fucking great. This is great. Let me know when you guys both have it open.
I'm ready.
You got it, Animancer?
Purple guy, you gotta get ready for this. Come on. You're holding up the fucking show, man.
Sorry. One second.
Let's see. Had an ex named Soda. Figure that out. Ooh. I knew a guy called Rat. That's a pretty good one too. Rat was good at DDR.
There we go.
All right, cool. Let's do this.
Hi, Jim Cameron here. As a movie maker, I've always been inspired by technology and what it can achieve. Technology is at the heart of the movie we're working on now. Alita Battle Angel looks at how technology and humans are coming closer together.
Which, by the way, so like some of the reviews I've seen of this movie, they're like, the plot is kind of meh, and the things are kind of meh, but it looks really great. I'm like, that's why you watch it.
That's the point. It's based on a manga, for fuck's sake.
It's literally why you watch it. Like,
and how it could change humanity in significant ways. Meet Tilly Lockey. When she was a baby, she was diagnosed with meningococcal septicemia strain B that sadly meant she lost both of her arms. Despite this initial setback, Tilly has grown up to be an incredible person and has never let her disability hold her back.
Sweet. Tilly sounds amazing. Just pausing for a second so we don't get hit with the copy strike, which we will anyway. So that's fine. It's totally fine.
They'll find a way.
Yeah. YouTube finds a way.
Yeah,
in any way.
Don't worry too much, YouTube.
Prosthetic arms aren't cheap, especially for children. As Tilly grows from baby to child, from child to adult, she needs replacement arms that match her body as she gets older. So we decided to have the Alita design team work with Open Bionics.
Which is pretty badass, pretty cool. Okay, get some CGI nerds to design some arms.
One of the, it's something I've been enjoying watching, because you remember, it wasn't even that long ago when like the first generation of like workable bionics were coming out.
Yeah.
And now they're coming out not just better and better, but like they're getting to a point where they realize they're like, you know what, we should make this shit fucking like, we should let them floss with this shit, like make it fucking stylish. Now you see, like, I have a feeling 20-30 years from now, as this whole bionics industry continues to evolve, we will start to see some people who end up getting boutique designer replacement parts.
I don't know if
that's gonna be a huge thing within the next few decades.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I need to see if I can find something that's old internet lore while we're watching this. I'm gonna try
to build her a bespoke pair of advanced prosthetic arms that are affordable. And it won't just be Tilly who will benefit from our partnership with Open Bionics. We've also helped to develop affordable Alita-inspired prosthetic arm covers that will soon be made available for all amputees.
Sweet.
Hi, Jelly.
How old is this girl supposed to be?
I'm gonna say 12 or 13.
The controversy on YouTube is real.
Wow, Jeff, that's like the kind of joke I'd usually make.
I'm just saying, man.
Fucking savage.
We have been working unbeknownst to you with the team at Open Bionics, the whole team on Alita, and we've helped create some arms for you in the form of the Alita Berserker body.
What?
And these are arms for you to put on today and then to go to the premiere of the movie tonight.
That's really
For
fucking
us,
cool, man.
You are an inspiration. You have shown what strength you have on the inside.
That's cool that she gets to like go to the premiere and shit and do like a photo op and whatnot.
But on the blue carpet, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah. What the hell?
All her friends are gonna be like, "How was your red carpet experience?" She'll be like, "I didn't have one. All I got was these crazy cybernetic arms." I'll say though, I did actually see.
Somebody in the chat just said Jeff goes in Nissan. I'm condemning it. I'm disavowing. Come on, man. No.
Meanwhile, you know what? Like, I'm just here appreciating how wholesome it is that this young girl's life has been so drastically changed. Don't pay attention to what Jet. No. Shh. But I'll say this honestly though. I saw the thumbnail to this video on either Twitter or Facebook, and the first time I saw it, I thought it was a story about the girl who played Luna Lovegood in Harry Potter and how she just never how she failed to actually mature to adulthood. So,
wow, you have quite the vivid imagination, don't you?
It looks like now I'm the bad guy. Fuck off.
Hang on there, Onision of Cause.
And that really represents Alita.
When this got sprung up on us, I was just completely overwhelmed and just shocked. But I'm so grateful and lucky to be here, and I want to thank everyone who's involved.
That's super cool. Good for them and good for her. That's awesome. I still really want to see that movie.
It does look pretty cool. I just think it's like I think it's like a bona fide trip though to see that like just by hooking it up, like, you know, they learn to use these hands and arms that they're given. They don't need, you don't need drill any holes in the skull, or you don't need any like little pull strings. They just activate according to like nerve and muscles.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. I like that. I like the future.
So this is way back in internet lore. Only people who are super old and were like dredging through the worst parts of the internet knew anything about this. But I would like to introduce you to Carol. Now, this is only an archive of this website. This originally was on geocities.com/fashion avenue/6914. About me, Carol. I'm soon to become a real DBE amputee. Hi, my name is Carol. I'm a 21-year-old college student, studying to become a teacher of exceptional disabled children. I'm a high myope, and I wear glasses with thick plastic lenses. Although I used to wear contact lenses at the time, I decided to give them up altogether in favor of my glasses. I'm also a bona fide DBE, double below elbow amputee wannabe. Yes, that means I really do want to have both my hands and both my wrists amputated about 8 inches below my elbows. It was only recently that I've decided fully to come to understand the extent of my desire to become a real DBE amputee. So what this was, and all the pictures were extremely grainy, but way back in the olden days of the internet, get me my walker, people stumbled randomly across this website of this woman who was uncontrollably obsessed with getting her hands and her wrists chopped off. So much so, and she had a very specific thing that she wanted. She wants to wear twin body-powered prostheses with matching Doran's number 5X stainless steel hooks. That's how I remembered this. Because in every page of her website, she would say, I want Doran's number 5X stainless steel hooks. and she would, like, old school Photoshop, back before we had Photoshop, make these horrible images of her hands, like, turned into hooks and shit. It was amazing. It's theorized. It's theorized that this actually did end up being potentially true, and she orchestrated a industrial accident of a massive machine press that fucking destroyed, not just lopped off, but destroyed her hands and her wrists.
Why didn't she just go steal some shit in Turkey?
I don't know. But in theory, her and her fiance enacted this plan at some point in the early 2000s, and that Carol went off to the great happiness of living the rest of her life with Dorrance number 5X stainless steel hooks.
Hey, Bob, how was your birthday? Oh, it was great. The wife gave me the coldest, steeliest hand job ever.
You know, Jeff, every day on the internet I lose a little bit of my youthful innocence, and I just lost a lot of it today. More than I have perhaps in the last year altogether. So congratulations.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Now,
I just remembered. Okay. I'm tweeting this to Wang.
Now, yeah, I was actually just going to say there's only one person, one man, who can find the truth about what happened to this story, and that is Justin Wang.
Yep. He's perfect. Get that man on the case.
Yeah,
He'll get it done.
Fuck knows I'm not going to do it.
I don't have the patience to research that type of shit. Fuck no.
I just, here's a funny thing though too, because as old as that is, it is like, it's one of those things where you can actually look and actually find like, so the weird Tumblr neuroses that, people seem to think was just happened in 2013. No, it's been around a while. People have been fucked in the head for long times.
Long time.
Just in different ways, that manifested differently over time, I would say.
Yeah. That is an old one. There was a couple of people in the chat who were like, "Yeah, no, I remember this one." It was wild, dude. Absolutely wild. And when I first stumbled across it, I think it was in the 90s, and I was still a teenager at the time, and I was fascinated with it. Like, holy fuck, how is this real? But that was before I discovered that before I discovered Rotten. So that's how old this is.
Tracking Jeff's fucking internet education.
Yeah.
One step at a time, dude.
Listen, this thing you see before you, this specimen, I'm not gonna say what kind, but this specimen doesn't happen. It doesn't happen by accident. Fuck. Why?
I feel really bad for such a bad
Nope.
Photoshop for tonight.
No.
I never apologize for my jokes. No, my Photoshop. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. Anyway, let's get to the news.
Fine.
No, you read. Fine. Let's read the first news.
Well, this first one's all for you.
I have to read it?
Well, because I know how much you love the team.
Oh God. Actually, shit. Before I do that, Tweaked donated, said doors swang on neighbors that got bad behavior. My 415s woke up the neighbors. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. That is an old fucking internet meme too. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Crocodile alligator.
It's one of those things that I can't say like I remember it, but it rings some bells.
Yeah, that's how a lot of shit from that far back is for me. I barely remember.
Oh, you're still a young man. You have plenty of time to forget about things.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've been using the internet for like a decade, though, so there's a lot of shit that I still do remember. I don't remember the really early shit. But...
You're still ruined already, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm already soiled, so...
Patriots...
Go further.
Patriots owner Bob Kraft charged with soliciting prostitution. Prostitution?
Wah, wah, wah.
New England's Patriot owner Robert Kraft, one of the most powerful men in American football, was charged today on 2 counts of soliciting prostitution in connection to a recent law enforcement bust on massage parlors in Florida that, according to law enforcement, were used for prostitution and human trafficking. The news comes...
What a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, I know. The news comes a few weeks after the Patriots won their 6th Super Bowl and days after Kraft appeared at the NBA All-Star Game. See, that's the thing. You can brush all this stuff off in contemporary America. Like, even with hardcore liberals that are very, very concerned about everybody's behavior. If it's just like, oh, well, he was going to a prostitute. But the moment that the article says human trafficking, you're fucked, dude. You're fucked.
Yeah,
for
that's
one-
true.
Yeah, upon finding this article too, I really felt really genuinely motivated to go out and stand up for the rights of sex workers to not have to see Bob Kraft naked.
Fucking A. Gross. Liver spots, man. In a press conference Friday morning, Jupiter Police Chief Daniel Kerr said Kraft was charged with 2 counts of soliciting prostitution. Enunciate. Blah, blah, blah. And a warrant for his arrest is with the state's attorney office and will be sent to Kraft's home in Massachusetts. Kerr said that there is video evidence of Kraft involved in sex acts in a massage parlor on 2 occasions. 25 people in total were charged with soliciting prostitution at the Orchids of Asia Spa in Jupiter. The Orchids of Asia Spa.
If you catch them at the right times, the flowers bloom beautifully.
Okay, here's my thing.
Yeah,
Like,
had to get that out of the way.
Before I keep going on this, like, anybody who's ever seen a Georgia O'Keeffe painting understands the relationship between orchids and vaginas. So naming your fucking jerk shack, your Nuru parlor, the Orchids of Asia, yeah, everybody knows what happens in there. Everybody does. And if you're just some Joe Schmo who doesn't actually give a fuck and you're like, I want to go get fucking wanked off by some Asian chick, fine, you go there. But if you are a fucking millionaire, maybe billionaire, don't go to the obvious fucking jerk shack. You don't need to.
You make them come to you, Bobby.
You can literally buy the woman.
Yeah.
If you're going to engage
Seriously.
in human trafficking. No, go ahead, Animancer, go ahead.
Well, all I'm saying is when you're like in the position, when you're in this type of position for the like most successful team in the entire NFL, you're in a position where you can get this type of shit. You don't have to resort to prostitution. Even I'm sure women will fucking come to you because you're fucking rich. You're rich. So even if your personality is shit, at least some woman will come to you and want to be with you.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I'm already forgetting because every other team is so forgettable. Who were they playing in the big game this last game?
Who was it? The Ravens?
The Rams.
The Rams.
Maybe.
Rams. Yeah.
Okay,
Los Angeles Rams.
maybe he was living out a sexual fantasy, trying to own and dominate a young Chinese woman in the same way that his team did the Rams.
Yeah. Hey, you're onto something.
When you're as rich
it's all
as
about football.
when you're as rich as Bob Kraft, all you have to do is go into a popular fucking nightclub. And they go, "Oh, what are you doing, old man?" And be like, "Hey, I own the fucking Patriots," and flash a wad of cash at a bunch of girls, and they will fuck you for that money.
Exactly, right?
They
That's
will.
all you need.
Now
And-
here's
And if one of them doesn't, someone will. Like, I'm not saying
honest-
all women are gonna. No, of course not. But like, there will be someone there who will be like, "Fuck yeah, I'll fuck you, old dude, for all that money." Fuck, I would do that. I would
can't
fuck
see-
Bob Kraft for that money.
see
I
Bob
can't-
Kraft. He doesn't even like your team.
Yeah.
I know.
Yep.
You could have raw dogged and dumped all up inside a Patriots hater. So ask yourself, was My Lai really worth it? Well, here's the interesting thing though. As you pointed out how sex trafficking was included in the article.
Right.
And typically when we think about sex trafficking or human trafficking like that, usually, we think about like poor, huddled, dirty masses crammed into container ships who die in the 3rd season of The Wire, I think. Something
True.
like that.
True.
Yeah. But the only reason that this comes to mind is because I do remember when I was 18 at the time. I was working in this like bar. I was bartending. I was like cooking and bartending at the time. And these 3 Chinese guys who owned one of these Chinese restaurants down the street. The kind of places they like every few months they shut down and then reopen, and it's the same place with a new name and new management.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
And that's them just lounging on their temporary permit, and then they hand it off to their cousin, and then they reopen it. So a bunch of guys who own this restaurant show up in my bar one time, and I start serving them drinks, and they're like, "Hey man, how old are you?" I'm like 18. Like, okay, I'll tell you what, you marry my cousin, we'll give you $5,000 now. You can have a girlfriend on the side, fuck whoever you want, no one care.
Right.
But you stay married 5 years. When she becomes a citizen, we pay you another $5,000. We pay for everything in the meantime. What do you say? And it was like that or the army for me. So, I mean, I think I made the wrong decision. Maybe I could have.
You
But,
probably
but-
should have married her. Yeah.
Well, that's the funny thing though too, because like it serves as a reminder for me at least that the kind of weird fucking nuances to things like that, like because that's human trafficking right there. That probably wasn't even their fucking cousin. That was just somebody who was like, they paid their actual cousins back in Beijing the necessary amount to get hooked up with a good American husband to get them citizenship so they can go work in the restaurant, massage parlor, whatever it might have been. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's just like I just feel I'm glad Bob Kraft and I have something in common. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, that's all right. That's good. Answering questions about the fees at Orchids of Asia, Jupiter Police Detective Andrew Sharp, lead detective on the case, said the fee for 30 minutes was $59 or $79 for an hour. He did not specify what Kraft paid. This dude has millions of dollars. He's paying $80 an hour for a fucking handy.
He's going to get $80 hand jobs, and he can own Foxborough Stadium tomorrow.
This whole thing is ridiculous. I can't believe being elevated to this position and throwing it away on something so fucking ridiculous and stupid when there's like so many better viable alternatives that you could pursue that aren't illegal.
Okay, but at the same time, Animancer, you're a New England native yourself, so you know that nothing will fuck up Bob Kraft owning the Patriots.
No. Oh yeah, no. Here's the thing: the Patriots are the only thing that New England really has fucking going for them. Like that's the only reason why people really think of New England, really. And I'll tell you one thing: I don't give a fuck about football, but I love seeing how people get salty about how the Patriots fucking constantly win. It's one of the best things about being from around here. I love seeing people get salty. So,
because the team is shit and they're a bunch of cheaters and fuck them.
But they still get away with it, even if they do cheat. So
they do. Why? Our buddy Y2KNW says, yeah, the rub and tug chick won't try to hashtag me too you into the ground. You're right, and that's a very good point. However, that's because if she does try to hashtag me to you, her handlers will put her in a barrel. Anyway, according to public,
the barrel in a swamp.
According to public records, Kraft owns a home at the Breakers, a luxury resort in Palm Beach, about 20 miles south of Jupiter. In a statement issued to media outlets, a spokesman for Kraft said, "We categorically deny that Mr. Kraft engaged in any illegal activity. Because it is a judicial matter, we will not be commenting further." The investigation shut down spas that ran from Palm Beach County to Orange County. Of those 10, half were in Indian River County. Blah, 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 bunch of shit. Is there anything interesting in that section? All right. A 16-page probable cause affidavit in the Jupiter case said that as part of the investigation, officers would do traffic stops on vehicles when they left the Orchids of Asia day spa. The affidavit states that officers were told multiple times by the drivers that, inside the spa, a woman had stimulated their penis until climax. The success and prominence of the Patriots have made Kraft one of the most powerful people in the sport, and he's taken on a significant role in the league's labor negotiations. And despite 2015, when Kraft wielded his weight in opposition of NFL's league leadership, after Tom Brady and a couple of staffers are accused of deflating game balls, leading to the team being docked a pair of draft picks and fined, is more often than not given key vocal support to the league's alternately boring and embarrassing commissioner, Roger Goodell. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but... yeah.
Would you like to see something kind of related? Let me see if I can get it up on the right screen here. Something that's kind of related. Well, really just more funny than anything else, I'd say.
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. This is from 2014, mind you.
Where are you sending this?
Oh, I'm just screen sharing.
Oh.
Yeah.
When serenity meets luxury, Trump National Jupiter Spa offers treatments which help restore youthful vitality. Are you fucking kidding me? What is Trump National Jupiter?
No, absolutely riveting.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, though, too, is, like, he tweeted that back in 2014. So he's got a spa. He's got one of the best spas in all of Jupiter, Florida. Listen, I mean, it'll restore your youthful vitality, and it'll help you work off all of those post big game.
Dude, here we have the future president literally trying to sell off a fountain of youth.
Yep. Trump National Jupiter. I wonder if I can get a fucking handy and a blowy in the exclusive Trump spa.
For that, you have to go to the Trump International Spa. Okay?
Oh. All right.
Yep. That's where he imports all the real talent.
I fucking guess so.
Where do you think he met Melania? For fuck's sake.
I don't know.
Girl's got some talented hands, dude. I'll just
Do you
say
want to?
that.
Do you want to do another article? So Baron Aguilar, bearded wizard, toss some shekels at us. Says something witty. Yes, I'm that lame. That's all right. So are we. We're totally lame. But you're watching the show, so I guess there's something. We have a video Animancer sent me that I really want to watch. Should we do that before or after this next news article? Because we got a bit to go through.
Let's go through the video now. Because I mean, we'll also, like, the stories like kind of trail off in interestingness as we go. But I think the next one is a lot of fun. But I'm curious to see what we've got here.
Okay, so. This is for DP fans, and me.
Ooh,
and Animancer.
By the way, guys, to the DP fans who are not here, what's wrong with you?
I know, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, like, I get private shows from Ben all the time, and usually I require an antacid afterwards. So, yeah. So for the DP fans,
Jared's not really just like a DP meme. Like, he's kind of a lol cow throughout the internet. Like, there's entire channels like that parody him and shit like that. And there's also another show around called EFAP, which is pretty popular, and they cover him pretty frequently. He's like their Brett Keane, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't go with that name like we were talking about then, huh, Jeff?
Yeah, I know,
What?
I know.
Wait, what?
Never mind.
No, don't worry about it. It's good. But this is Jared Genesis, who I believe is a masterful Andy Kaufman level troll, but other people think he's real. But this is a video that Animancer sent me, and I laughed so fucking hard that I wanted to share it with Nick and all of you. And I'm also gonna put on my war paint while we watch this.
Sweet. Epic.
All right, there, Elizabeth Warren.
You're thinking, hey, you understand that? You've got to be the biggest dumbass I've
Pause it.
And we need some context too. Jared likes to go online and just do streams, and people will get in there and just start calling him a piece of shit, and he'll sit there for 3 hours and argue with his chat.
Usually like 7-hour streams. I've seen this guy do like 7-hour streams.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of a fucking backwards imbecile does like 7-hour stream? Never mind. A question though. I mean, we got to be careful because I am hearing what sounds like not Deftones, but it's maybe.
It's not gonna matter, dude. It's that won't trigger. Fuck it. It's fine.
I mean, you could check. You could slightly speed up the video if you think that would be a concern. I don't know if you can do that on here, but.
I think we. No. Nah.
All right. Well, just keep pausing it and unpausing it, and you should be good.
All right, I'm gonna do my war paint.
Although I really wouldn't mind a hit by 7
You
touch.
win the Nobel Prize for dumbass.
Yeah, he's getting pissed off at someone in chat, and then.
Yeah.
I do my Tonto makeup.
Is that
Why
mom?
don't you make me?
Dad.
I'll beat your ass if you come in here, man. I'm not playing.
He's not
I'll
playing.
beat your fucking ass, man.
God damn.
I'll beat your motherfucking ass. You hear me?
There we go.
I'll beat your motherfucking ass.
Holy shit!
Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me, boy.
This is his dad, the kid that's like trying to talk to him right now.
We're getting right now. Actually, like we're getting a sad streamer fucking hat trick here because for one thing, he's got the mushroom bowl cut.
He does.
And it's gray already, right?
Right.
Then he's also got the bass player bead necklace with the bass behind him to let us all know that he failed as a lead guitarist. And
which he's
then,
never played.
It's decoration. But then also he's flexing on his dad.
Yeah, he's flexing on his dad.
Turn that
Call
7
him
dust
boy.
down.
This should be louder. Here we go.
God damn. You guys are making me fight my family. Look at this shit.
This is their fault.
Swear to God, you guys. I'm gonna get you back for this, Chris. I'm gonna fucking get you back for this, Chris. You understand me, you son of a bitch. You might get my computer taken away, but I'll get it back. Don't worry. I'll get it back, motherfucker. I'll get it back, motherfucker. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Just wait. Let's take a moment to breathe. This gets cranked up into crazy town.
I need another fucking drink. I'm sorry, but like, you know, like, listen, Dad, all because I've made a choice to be a professional live streamer. Like, you can't just go. Does Ninja's dad bust into his room? No, I don't think so.
He doesn't even accept donations. He's even stupider than that.
Well, if he accepted donations, he'd have money, and if he had money, he wouldn't be able to like argue the point with his dad when he's not screaming at him that, Dad, I can't get a job. I can't move out.
I'm not able to. Well, you know what? So, oh my God, everything about Jared Genesis is incredible. Just
love.
Bask in this. Bask in this.
Fuck you! Sick of this goddamn shit. I'm a grown-ass man, motherfucker.
I'm a grown-ass man.
Fuck you?
Fuck you!
Really?
Fuck you! Shit! I'm a real man. You understand me? I'm a real shit! I don't need this goddamn shit.
Nah, bro. You need to get back to
You motherfucker, Chris, listen to me, you piece of shit. I will have the last laugh with you. I will fucking have the last laugh. You may have fucking ruined my family, but I'm gonna find out where you live and I'm gonna fucking end your life. You understand that, Chris? I'm gonna fucking end your sad life, man. This isn't over yet, bro. I'm gonna fucking end you, Chris. I know your name, it's Christian Thurston, and I'm coming looking for you, Christian. I'm coming looking for you, Christian. I'm gonna fucking end your life. You understand that? I'm gonna end your sorry fucking life. I'm gonna slit your goddamn throat, Chris. I'm gonna end you. I'm gonna end you.
Well, whoa, my God, what is that? No, I don't need to know what that fat creature is. He's doing the fupa. Doing the fupa. Look at him.
I would just like to say real fast that the person that Jared threatened in that video, I'm going to be having a discussion with them pretty soon about why Jared hates their guts so much. I guess that's pretty extreme. Jared literally threatened to kill that person.
No, I mean I love it, dude. I really do fucking love it because now I can't wait to seek out his streams and ask him how his dad's doing. Every stream.
Oh shit!
From
yeah.
now on.
My Tonto makeup looks like shit.
Yeah, it did. But I mean, we'll just tell people you're a juggalo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's my penance for making such a terrible Photoshop for this show.
Now it just looks like you're crying and your mascara is running, and you don't want people to see.
I love Panic at the Disco.
Did Genesis threaten you too?
Yes, Jared threatened to put it in my butt, and I'm very emotionally triggered by this.
Yeah, it's like Jared just wasn't prepared for the Jeff Holiday level of gay chicken. Because there ain't no breaks.
Brainwash says, "All right, Jeff, going full Turbo Negro." That's right.
Turbo Negro.
What were we doing again?
Bird is angry. So well,
Bird is angry.
That Jared Genesis clip kind of just wiped my mind like a clean slate there for a minute. Sorry.
It's okay. We're gonna bring you back to reality with the New York Post in just a moment. I absolutely love it. Anime Moon, I know especially, is gonna love this one.
Oh boy. Wait.
Yeah.
Why?
I was. Oh God! I mean, this is one of those things. Like, how do you top a guy like Jared Genesis there with some times up? Yeah, with some
times up. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So yeah, you guys might be familiar with Times Up. It's the we'll just jump into it. The chief of Times Up, the celebrity-backed organization that campaigns against sexual harassment, has resigned amid sexual misconduct allegations against her own son, according to a new report. Oh my.
Wait.
No.
What?
Against her own son?
Mm-hmm. Lisa Borders announced Monday that she'd be stepping down as CEO to, quote, address family concerns that require my singular focus. You should have taught at least that boy not to rape, huh?
I mean, if you can't keep it in the pants, keep it in the family. But Jesus, how old is a kid?
4 days earlier, Borders' son, Gary Dijon Bowden Jr., was accused of groping a Santa Monica woman, the Los Angeles Times reported. Celia Gellert told the Times that Bowden, a life coach, my God, these people need real jobs. The CEO of Time's Up's son is a life coach.
Oh, fuck
Christ.
me. Oh, my God.
Oh, he's a life coach, photographer, and podcast host. Touched her inappropriately during a, quote, healing session at her home on January 21st. The 36-year-old allegedly touched her genitalia, kissed her neck, and rubbed his erect but clothed penis against her, leaving Gellert feeling, quote, violated.
Okay, hang on.
Quite vivid detail,
Time's up,
honestly.
Dijon! Time's up, Dijon!
Wait, hang on. Animancer, go.
Oh, I was just saying, that was quite vivid detail, to be entirely frank with you. Like, did we really need all that? I mean, fuck.
I'm erect. How about you guys?
Okay, let me get this straight. So the leader of Time's Up, it wasn't because she had an inappropriate contact with her son. It's that her son, a 36-year-old named after a mustard,
No, that's his name, okay?
rubbed some woman's pussy, kissed her neck, and was rubbing his boner against. Wow, this is
His name, yeah, well, keep in mind, his real name is Gary. Sleepy Gary when he's hanging out with Mr. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's topical, right? That's topical. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Good job. You did it.
Hold that one off. Just barely.
Yeah, somehow. Fuck.
Okay, so
Wow. Sexual assault's never been funnier.
thank you, Time's Up. As the inaugural chief of Time's Up, sources told the Times that Borders' role, quote, was in conflict with being a mother who was taking active steps to defend her son. It's like, I can see her now. Listen, Time's Up, but the boner was still in the pants, okay? Still in the pants.
Totally different.
Borders had notified Time's Up's board within 24 hours of learning of the allegations lodged against her son. She and the board members considered whether the situation undermined Time's Up mission, and ultimately, Borders agreed to resign. Well, there we go.
Wait, was that even that question? I mean, fuck.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Yeah, let's just give it. Yeah, no,
I need more whiskey for this. Holy fuck.
Oh, I know. This is like, well, who was the previous, like, the Me Too champion, who was like trying to like play with like a teen star's wedding tackle for years? Then it was Rose McGowan's buddy there. Who's that? That is it. Asia Argento. That's right. All right, cool. Like, I just love how, like, I love how being a sex pest, it transcends gender so well.
Oh yeah.
The Time's
Funny how
Up.
that works.
Oh yeah. This is a quote. Wait, the person said, what the fuck? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Lisa's decision to step down was the right one for her and the organization. The person said. The Time's Up movement was
What a reputable
birthed.
source.
Oh, I know. Yes, the person. Listen, I mean, the person has been behind multiple leaks.
That's true. Many people have made leaks before,
Yes. Now, the Time's Up movement was birthed from the chorus of sexual misconduct allegations and the fact that those allegations had 9 months to digest. Against some of Hollywood's most powerful men, including movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. In October, Borders was named CEO of the group. Why does it have a CEO? What the... Is this how it works now? It's like,
because they raised more than 22 million. Oh, they get a CEO.
Oh yeah, that's true. They raised more than 22 million in its legal defense to help sexual harassment victims in fucking Hollywood. Christ.
We just got done talking about human trafficking, and they're like, yeah, but we need 22 million for these poor actresses who have to keep giving all these gross dudes blowies to get parts.
Yeah.
Whereas Whereas
Yeah.
fucking like Ling Sao, you know, isn't getting anybody with 22 million coming over being like, actually, no, we're gonna save you from the barrel.
Stop the ass.
I just can't wait.
That's not
I just-
sexy enough.
I just can't wait for like the contrarian, like Razor Fist style response to this sort of thing, right? Where he's like, "Well, listen, you can either put up with the Harvey Weinsteins of the world, or you can kiss all of your Resident Evil sequels goodbye, okay?" Because I can't think of another way those movies.
Oh
would have
yeah,
gone.
Razor Fist. It's funny you mentioned him because recently I got blocked by Razor Fist.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you
I heard
dare
about that.
suggest?
Oh, yeah,
that,
did you-
that Michael Jackson liked kids a little too much?
No. I actually agree with him on the Michael Jackson thing, to be honest. But no, completely unrelated to that. Yeah, a lot of people, including myself, who are DP fans, got banned. Blocked by Razor Fist because we tweeted at him that he got wrecked in a debate by Kyle Kalinske.
Which he did.
Which he did. So recently on an episode of my show, Underhaven, I had my co-host who didn't know about this until that episode. I had him tweet at Razor Fist, and I was like, all right, we got to see if this happens by the end of the show. If you're blocked by Razor Fist, then we got to make a statement out of it. And he was, nonetheless. He was blocked by fucking Razor Fist within 1 hour of tweeting that at him.
He's
So
very
we played the fucking
sensitive.
Steve Shives music, and it was
Well,
amazing.
this is. I mean, and I'll say this. I'll say this honestly, right? Like, I probably fundamentally disagree with Razor Fist more than I agree with him. I mean, the guy tried saying McCarthy didn't do nothing, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay. You got a lot. I mean, the dude's got a lot of takes I don't agree with. I still like him. I do. Although when I hear about this, the first thought that comes to mind really is this notion that I'm noticing. The more sort of hardcore you go for a given side, be it left or right or whatever, right? The more people seem to end up feeling boxed in and cornered by people disagreeing with them to the point where, yeah, like, you know, block campaigns and those sort of things does seem to be, unfortunately, a thing. Now, for my part, I really want to find out if Dijon Bowden has a Twitter, because I'd really like to follow him for some tips about how to, you know, work my boner in technically legal means.
All right.
Now, it was not. Yeah. So as we go on, yeah. So it was not healing. It was disgusting," said Gellert, a yoga teacher. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. A yoga teacher and a life coach get together for some private healing sessions, and one tries to fuck the other, and everyone's surprised. As the inaugural chief of Time's Up, sources told the Borders' role was, quote, was in conflict. Yep. Blah blah blah. There we go. The Time's Up movement was birthed. Sexual misallocations. Borders was named CEO of the group when they raised $22 million. We can no longer stand by and tolerate women's voices not being heard. Oh, everyone hears them. Everyone hears them.
Oh,
It's okay.
we hear you, ladies. We hear you. We do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
do. It's just the fact that, like, Rose McGowan's shrill chords rise above the rest of the voices. It makes it kind of problematic, but who cares about optics? Bowden's lawyer Alan Jackson, that's not a very Jewish name, denied the allegations, saying he's gonna lose. Saying he gave Gellert a massage that she requested with his dick.
God damn it.
My client vehemently denies that any inappropriate or non-consensual touching occurred at any time, Jackson said. The lawyer provided a text exchange between Gellert and Bowden that shows she thanked him for the massage and called it a gentle and authentic loving, and I'm still leaking down my pants. Okay. Gellert, who posted the accusations to Facebook, because that's always where you take your very serious accusations of sexual misconduct. Fucking Facebook. Said she did so because, quote, I don't want it to happen to anyone else. And I want to be strong and stand my ground and speak my truth on Facebook and to the New York Post, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. In a statement late Thursday, Time's Up confirmed the reasoning behind Borders' resignation. This is a quote from Time's Up.
Right.
I'm sure it'll make complete sense. On Friday, Lisa Borders informed members of Time's Up leadership that sexual assault allegations had been made against her son in a private forum, the group said. Within 24 hours, Lisa made the decision to resign as president and CEO of Time's Up, and we agreed that it was the right decision for all parties involved, except that woman who got a dick dragged across her face. All of our actions were fully guided by our support for survivors and their hot tubs. Me too. Hashtag pound me too. Hashtag pound time's up.
You know, I wasn't sure that you guys would be able to follow up that Jared Genesis video properly, but you managed to do it. So good job. Good job.
We did. We're professionals.
Warten Sie. How you say? Do not shoot the messenger.
Oh, it's important.
The return of the Y-boner.
Yes, Lord. Return of the Y-boner.
Oh, that makes me miss. That makes me miss that lovely band. I'm like forgetting fucking everything. I just want to call them
Maximum the Hormone.
Yeah, I almost called them Extra Chromosome.
Yeah, no, Extra Chromosome is Jared Genesis. Look, so
Extra Chromosome is by Papa Roach cover band.
Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing is, and it goes into like what we were talking about. Our two stories are very simpatico at this point. Yeah, time's up. There's a good point to it. There is. Do people like abuse it and go too far and do some shitty things with it? Sure. Hashtag me too. Is there a good purpose behind it? Sure. Do people go too far with it? Sure. But at the same time, like, we just had a fucking article about Ping Lai fucking being trucked over in a fucking storage container to go to my Asian fuck orchid spa shenanigans to have to give blowies to rich assholes in fucking Florida. So, like, I get it. I understand, and I'm sympathetic to the Me Too and the Time's Up thing, but for the fuck's sake, you got $22 million fucking dollars going to try and protect these, and I'm going to use the word, privileged ass fucking white bitches in Hollywood, when you actually have people who are getting fucking effectively kidnapped from the third world and abused and brutalized.
Stop
like,
the ass kissing with you.
Honestly, it fucking pisses me off. It pisses me off.
Yeah, but helping women in third world countries doesn't help their narrative, so that's why they don't do it. Anything that furthers their political agenda is all they fucking care about. Anything that keeps them in power and relevant in mainstream media, that's all they care about. It's fucking bullshit.
Also, if we spent all of our time and energy caring about like actual victims of actual violence in places where violence goes widely unaddressed, we would have never had Paul Feig's Ghostbusters.
Fucking god damn it! All right, let's catch up.
Canuck fucked us up with that one.
Let's catch up real quick. Dragon of the West says Jared Genesis looks like a cross between Brendan Fraser from Encino Man and our hacker from the movie Hackers. Also, Jared Genesis needs to smoke some weed as he's freaking stressed out because he's shouting like a black metal singer. It was great. No. Anime Moon says, yes, we need that much detail, and now I need some Dijon mustard for my burger. Well, Gary's gonna hook you up.
Well, actually, and fortunately for you, Gary's life coaching schedule is wide open right now, as it turns out.
Yo, let me drag my dick across that bun.
Listen here. Like, you know, the only thing that'll really like help you find the kind of empowerment you want is if the tip of my uncircumcised member tickles back your throat. How's that sound, huh?
Look,
I'm moist right now.
I haven't gotten the shot that I definitely need to get from Planned Parenthood. So when I give you my Dijon mustard, you might also get some cheese. Hope you like the cheeseburger.
It's like, listen, girl, you ever heard of land sea monkeys? No? Well, they live in my pubic hair, and I'm about to give you some, okay?
Oh.
See, here's the thing with all these like deep, growly, sultry voices that we're speaking with right now. I can tell 100% Addie Monster is not here tonight.
Yeah, she'd be squealing. She'd be squealing. And last but not least, one Canuck says extra chromosome is System of a Downs. Ooh.
Terrible. Wait
man.
a second. Hang on. Hang on. Aren't problematic comments and super chats the kind of thing that are getting channels banned and causing them to have their subscribers purged? And it's not just because we make terrible content here that so many people keep unsubscribing. I just want to throw that out there. But also, you know,
who cares? Fuck it.
Yeah, like that. Honestly, that's why I do my live streams on Twitch, because I don't even want to deal with super chats and potentially getting things that are gonna fuck with my channel. I like not having You know, I like not being able to be endangered by live streaming and the shit that comes with that on my fucking Underhaven channel.
You know, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that a little bit, because that's actually really interesting. So I tend to agree with that quite a lot. We have this problem. Do we have a news article that we're talking about it tonight, Nick, about the YouTube comment thing, or
No.
Okay, so for the uninitiated, there is a rumor going around that an excess of offensive comments on YouTube could lead to you having your videos demonetized or even getting strikes. None of this is actually 100% confirmed. It's a lot of inferring from badly written tweets on the part of Team YouTube, but who knows? Maybe. But Animancer hit on something that's actually kind of important. When you do it on Twitch, Twitch itself already has very strict moderation tools. Super strict moderation tools. And they do not tolerate any fucking shenanigans. Like, if you got some shit going on in your chat, it's not your fault. They're not going to punish you, as long as you, the streamer, play by the rules and operate in good faith. Right. So
Which
in many
we do
ways...
in Praise Bezos.
Praise Bezos. So in a lot of ways, you know, as long as you're not necessarily doing like Edgy Boy streams, maybe Twitch is the future. Yeah, we don't either. I mean, we get a little spicy, but you know, we don't get edgy.
Yeah. Never too much here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're streaming content, if the only thing you're capable of is really boring dick jokes and shit talking, you go to stream.me, where talentless people go in droves.
There you go. Enjoy that. But yeah, no, I think that's interesting though. And also, me and Nick have had nothing but a huge pleasant experience every time we stream on Twitch. Like it's been wonderful.
Yeah, I see you guys do that the midweek Saints now. That's pretty cool. Like I think I would continue doing only live streams on Twitch if I did like 2 Underhavens a week, but it's nice to have it spread out on 2 platforms. That way, if either one gets taken down, you have a reliable live streaming base on both. 100%. It's pretty smart. I have to give it up to you.
100%.
I can't speak for Jeff, and so if you agree with me on this, you know, which I'm kind of positive you will, go ahead. But I mean, at these days, like, yeah, we've been the YouTube Saints for a while. This platform is fucking dying. I mean, it's dying the death of 1,000 cuts, and it's dying very slowly. If I ever noticed that the midweek numbers, on average, of people who watched and enjoyed the show and shared it and all of that exceeded those here on YouTube, I would honestly consider like just going to Twitch and then just posting this shit here to YouTube after.
Oh, you'd have to be crazy not to, because Twitch is so much better when it comes to monetizing and when it comes to like the money that they give you for in the bit system. They're just better in general when it comes to monetization. Is what I'm trying to say.
Agreed.
It really comes down to like the size of the platform. The only thing keeping YouTube alive right now is its place.
There's more people here.
There's more people here. People come here because and this is the thing I always find. I always find it funny too, especially like when like the red pill fucking
oh god.
When the red pill free speech plus set, as I like to call them these days, when they talk about YouTube, like they forget that the majority of people who come to YouTube, they have no fucking idea what their fucking streams and their videos are about. They don't watch that shit. They come here because like this is where you can watch a dude roast a chicken hanging from a piece of twine beside an open fire, which by the way, I watched that video and it made me really hungry for chicken. But it's funny because the same people who for years have been going, oh, the fucking normies. Guess who actually like decides how the market works?
Normies.
The fucking normies.
Yeah. That's who determines the market share. That's how that's what dictates what is going to be acceptable on a platform or not. Normies.
Yeah.
Like if you're not normie friendly, sorry, edgy boy, like you can't get that far. You know, you got to carve out a little niche for yourself, and otherwise just be happy.
And when it comes to carving out niches, here's the interesting thing I've been noticing is that when it comes to especially the live stream culture, right? So like 2018 was like the year of fucking live streaming. Everyone's like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna make, why am I gonna make videos where I have to put thought and effort into it when I could just live stream for 90 fucking hours a week? And in the course of that, right, everything got fucked up. and all that, but at the same time, that was, Twitch appeals to subgenres and subcultures a lot better because it really encourages you to go and find specifically the shit that you're interested in, rather than YouTube, which is like, oh yeah, listen, we noticed you really like these physics videos. Would you like to see rice gum? What? The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, and so this is and so I mean, like, let the simpering ninnies and the dim kids, let's call them, rush off to Stream.me. I think Twitch has a really bright future for engaging in fun shows like I like to pretend that this is.
Yeah, people that aren't edgy just for the sake of being edgy. Like, I've seen a lot of people who are afraid to move over and watch my show on Twitch just for that reason, but I don't have any concerns about the future of my show. I make it very clear that we're just, like, I've said multiple times in my show before, like, don't attack people in their personal lives that we talk about on our show. We're just making fun of their ideas, not the people themselves, and we leave it at that. You know? That's all you need to say.
Yeah, no, and I think I don't know. The talk show circuit on Twitch is still kind of blossoming, but I think with the right kind of like gumption and effort, I think something really beautiful can come out of it. So I'm more hopeful for Twitch for the Saints' future than I am YouTube.
Yeah. And can we see some ones in the chat if you guys will fucking actually pledge to come and check out the midweek show over on Twitch,
which
happens
it's a lot of fun.
7:30 Eastern, something
4:30 Pacific on Wednesdays.
Sure, yeah, I can listen. All because I can't math as well as Tommy Loren doesn't
what I'm
mean
gonna
you
do?
need to point it out.
I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna set up a restream, and that way we'll just broadcast to this on YouTube and to Twitch on Fridays. We'll do it at the same time. Fuck it. Why not?
Oh, that's two chats. That's two chats that I can casually pay attention to.
That's right. That's right. All right. Anyway, so Jable says, my religion that I'm starting seems to finally be taking off. We now have archbishops in Portugal and Brazil. Congratulations. All right. Let's go check out this next article.
Have you begun abusing kids, though, Jables?
That's how you know you're in the big leagues with the big dogs in your cult, man. Once you start... No, gross. Fuck off. All right.
Oh, my God.
I know. Sorry. Pinterest is blocking search results about vaccines to protect users from misinformation. This is not as good of an article as you might hope. Let me explain. As social media companies wrestle with how to police dangerous health misinformation on their platforms, Pinterest has taken on an extreme approach, blocking search results related to vaccinations, whether the results are medically accurate or not.
Uh-oh.
The San Francisco-based company told the Wall Street Journal it has been suppressing search results on the topic since December and will continue to do so until it finds a reliable solution to protect Pinterest users from harmful and misleading content. Pinterest searches about vaccines have been dominated by results that bucked long-standing scientific research and guidelines from the CDC. By claiming vaccinations were hazardous, users of the photo-sharing site can still pin this kind of material to their personal boards, but it won't surface in searches.
I have a defense. I have a defense for Pinterest in this context. How retarded do you have to be to look to Pinterest for medical advice?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know what? I'm actually, I'd be more okay if the story was Pinterest bans all medical advice posts.
Sure.
Right?
100%.
It's like trying to get legal advice on Facebook. You're just fucking stupid if you go and do that. Unfortunately, people will go and do that.
This is what Pinterest should do. Anytime somebody searches for, like, measles, vaccinations, how to cure blank, it just pops up with, go to the doctor, asshole. Like, and good. Problem solved. But furthermore, why in the world would anybody be looking to Pinterest to figure out whether or not they should vaccinate their kid?
I've only recently come around to the notion that you can actually get recipes for food from Pinterest, because before then I thought it was all just like, hey guys, I made a life partner out of twine.
Here's the crazy thing, Jeff, and I'm sure you've heard about this before, but there's a lot of kids. I've heard more and more stories of kids like that are going out in the middle of the fucking night to go get vaccinated because their parents won't let them.
Yes.
That's like the new story that keeps coming out more and more and more, and it keeps fucking worrying me. Like, I'm glad that people are going out and doing it. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that they fucking have to is tragic.
Well, it is Animancer, but sorry, Jeff. Let me offer this before it escapes my mind. I want to say that if teenage rebellion in our modern age is going out and doing sensible things to tell their fucking wokester parents or their fucking Pinterest MD parents that they're fucking retarded, I for one welcome the revolt of the youth at this point, and I can't wait for the punk songs to come out. Yeah, I got vaccinated. That's what I'm gonna do.
I will put it this way. I'll put it this way. Like, this is probably the easiest way I can sum this up is, if in 2019 we move away from, hey gang, it's the Tide Pod challenge, to the, hey gang, let's get vaccinated challenge, I'm okay with that. That's a net fucking good.
Yeah.
That's like, great.
The big rebellious thing is gonna go and get an annual checkup.
Yeah, dude, fuck, can 2020 be like, hey gang, instead of the Tide Pod challenge, don't do that. We don't even need the get vaccinated challenge because we're already vaccinated. And hey, by the way, last your whole fucking life, 2020, it's the let's go get a job challenge. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's progress. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's be productive to society challenge. How about that one?
Yeah, let's be nice to homeless people challenge. Fuck me.
I got a real mind-blowing one. Can you imagine, hey guys, let's actually check the sources on this story challenge.
Yeah.
Man, fucking the Daily Wire be out of business tomorrow.
Dude, that's the hardest challenge of all, I think, on the internet these days.
Wait. I think it's right up there with, hey, let's read more than the title of the article challenge.
Oh, shit.
Right. Fuck. Hey guys, no, it's the hey guys, let's read the article before we share it on social media challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so continuing on this. This is such a fucking shitty quote. It's better not to serve those results than to lead people down what is like a recommended rabbit hole. No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's a long way to say nothing, honestly.
Yeah. That doesn't help fucking anything. That doesn't help a goddamn thing. What are they gonna do instead? If they can't find it on Pinterest, for whatever fucking reason they're on Pinterest to figure out the future of their fucking baby, I guess I'll look it up on Tumblr. That'll be fucking better. No, if you are a news aggregation service in any sort of way whatsoever, you got a responsibility. Own up to the responsibility. Don't just be like, hey, it's just too fucking hard. Yeah, we'll just not do anything.
I
fucking lazy cocksuckers.
I personally can't wait though until like we get to a point, because like the whole we need to keep abortion legal because otherwise we'll have back alley abortions thing, which is true. I'm sorry, you guys got to get used to that. But I can't wait until it's like, oh, the anti-vax lobby has gotten so powerful by teaming up with the evangelicals that now vaccines are illegal. I have to go get back alley vaccines. I tried to get immunized against polio, and I ended up getting botulism poisoning.
Oh, fuck.
Good job.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Let me skim through this real quick. There's a bunch of stuff about vaccines which we've covered before, and honestly, if anybody watches my channel, they've heard enough about vaccines.
At this point, I'm pretty sure just by sheer demographics, like we've got 109 watching now, I'm pretty sure upwards of 85 plus came from your channel, Jeff.
Hey, whatever. So, yeah. Google's YouTube has begun changing algorithms to try and control the spread of misinformation. Last month, YouTube said it would begin removing videos with borderline content that misinform users in harmful ways. This change strikes a balance between maintaining platform for free speech and living up to our responsibility to users. Now, here's the thing. This is a huge source of contention with me, and this is actually something that is very important to me and kind of hangs over me like a dark cloud because of what I do on my channel. This notion that we need to scrub or remove anti-vax content. I don't agree. I don't agree that we need to. What I do think is interesting is how Now, when you have AIDS denialist videos, there's a box that like talks about the factuality about AIDS and what AIDS actually is, and actually, yes, of course, AIDS is real. I think that's good. I think that's a good step. I think that's a great step, because the thing is that people are stupid. By and large, people as a social animal are very stupid, and they tend to fall into really stupid ideas. You're not going to change an anti-vaxxer's mind by making it so they can't find anti-vax content easily. You're just going to martyr them. Leave it up.
If you censor someone, exactly, if you censor someone, you're just going to make them more likely to believe what they have to think and think that there's some huge conspiracy behind it, because that's what these type of people want to believe in. They want to believe that there's a huge conspiracy keeping them down and that there's information at play that they don't know about.
That's where the let me clarify. When I say the words free speech plus, it's basically like atheism plus, for those who are not familiar. These days, the free speech movement is being taken over, much like every other anti-leftist movement out there, by zany dipshits who are, for all intents and purposes, fucking retarded. Now, as a part of that, I can't help but think that, like, in the same way that just when I logged in and I signed into my circle to watch the videos with us, I got a warning saying this could be potentially offensive, all right? I would love an anti-vax or pseudoscience sort of warning to be posted saying, warning, the material you're about to watch could very well be retarded dog shit.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I agree.
You know what? Yeah, give it that disclaimer, and fuck, you know what? I'm even happy with that shit being posted on my content, because half the time I post my content, I'm pretty sure it's retarded dog shit. But all the same, this is the problem. Is like it's the same thing that when they banned Alex Jones and InfoWars. Like, if you take a group of people who say that they don't want you to know the truth, right? And then you ban them from telling their truth, all of the people who might have been otherwise primed to sort of buy into that dog shit are going to buy into it even more. Because
that's the terrible thing, too, because not even one at a time, but all at once these social media platforms did it, and that makes it even fucking worse. That makes it look so bad.
Yeah, and it's like as if we didn't need another reason to believe that Zuckerberg is a reptilian android. Now all of a sudden we get him playing fucking footsie with Jack and Susan while they're like, hey, InfoWars, maybe you shouldn't tell the families of dead children that their children aren't dead and that they were just crisis acting so Obama could look good. By the way, Alex Jones, Paul Joseph Watson, InfoWars, you're all pieces of shit. You should probably die in a ditch somewhere. I'm not saying you need to be killed. I'm just saying maybe it'll be a beneficial sort of outcome. But all the same, yeah, when you ban these fucking people, right? Like, you only feed into their bullshit narrative. I honestly would love it if we could go to anti-vax sites and, like, Facebook or whoever the fuck is in charge of it is like, by the way, what you're looking at may be retarded dog shit. Just saying.
Stop the ass kissing.
Yeah, if I was gullible as these fucking people and I saw all these websites taking down these, like, figures like Alex Jones who represent what, you know, I have to think in this hypothetical scenario, then it would just make me believe it all the fucking more. Like, I can't see, you have to go to these people personally and refute what they have to say, or else they're just gonna believe it even more.
Or
you know what I mean?
Fun of them. Honestly, like,
if
Facebook, Google, YouTube, all of them, if they spent the kind of money they spend banning and policing people's speech, if they spent that amount of time just employing a staff of shit posters,
yeah,
who could routinely make fun of the dumb shit that's being promoted and put out there, it'd go a long way. Oh, it looks like Jeff is getting ready to go into an audition with Harvey Weinstein.
Oh,
that's
shit.
fine. No, that's fine. Hang on.
I gotta look pretty for my massa.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Actually, there's only one Weinstein left at this point. I wonder what he's been up to.
Dating me, bitch.
It ain't. He's been all up in Jeff's booty. Yeah. Listen, by the way, in case you guys didn't realize, like, the reason Jeff learned to put makeup on is because he got a really lucrative background role on Captain Marvel. So...
Undead. Better look. Oh, sorry.
I just love the fact you spent all this time making fun of me calling me a Nissan, and you're putting an eyeliner on now.
Hey, Eugenia Cooney. Okay, I don't want to get into that one. Holy fuck my balls. Okay. Giovanna Liviana says, Jable said he wants to oppress women with his cult. Join my cult instead and we'll oppress men. Hey, oppress me, mama. Baron Aguilar, Bearded Wizard, said, how retarded? All of it. All of it. I don't know what that means, but yes.
Yeah. Listen, guys, if you want to join a cult that's all about oppressing people, let's do it in a gender-neutral way. Join my cult. It's called communism. It oppresses everyone.
Boo. Jable says, Giovanna lies. I simply made a joke about how almost all other religions oppress women. They do, actually. Most of them do. Yeah. No, he's not wrong. James Morrison says, love both your work. Here, have some money. Could not think of something better to write. That's totally okay. Thank you very much for your support and your generosity. We appreciate it. We love you.
Much obliged. and Google appreciates it too, even though they'll never say so.
Yeah.
Because they're a bunch of bastards.
We're a couple of death shots from Jeff doing the tuck dance from Silence of the Lambs. Well, here's the thing. I'm not gonna do that. I considered it for half a second. I was like, wait a minute, no, we'd get the channel shut down if I did that.
Listen, I remember back in January, we got a lovely fat little $1,000 Streamlabs. Like, I mean, I'll do tuck dance for $1,000. Shit.
For $50 though, I'll take a shot of lavender vodka. Grab my robe and pretend that I'm naked underneath it and do the Buffalo Bill thing. I will do that.
You know,
also, too, Bob Kraft, if you're watching, for like $150, Jeff will tug you off and say, "Me so sorry."
That's true. I actually will do that.
It's pretty sad because whenever I come up with,
but he's got to pay more because I'm white.
Whenever I come up with a good idea for one of my shows, I'm always like, "Hey, this could get my channel taken down. I can't do this fucking shit." Fuck.
Okay, all right, hang on. As the guy who is apparently solely in charge of the promos these days, let me tell you, you need to just forget about that, and you just say, like, I hope my channel gets struck down. Because the other thing too, keep in mind, right?
Okay.
Nothing. Hang on. No. Think about this, Animancer. Nothing, especially on like Twitter, and and this whole social media like shitlord YouTube kind of thing. Nothing gets people's attention to your work more than being silenced.
It's very true.
Yeah. What he said.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. How many actually like dog shit channels have been championed just because they got shut down, right?
Fuck. I'll be right back.
Sweet.
Uh-oh.
Someone sent in a juice.
Jeff's got a life coach erection. He needs to go sort it out. All the same. Oh, good goddamn. All right. Well, he's gone now, so I'm gonna read this. Kagam Mandoa. Sorry if I fucked that up. $50 in super chat. I'm calling your bluff, Jeff. Is this a relation to that gay chicken joke I made? Because I mean, like, here's the thing: when you're playing chicken, two vehicles can only collide so much until it's a collision, or in the case of gay chicken, two players can only collide so much until it's called coitus. Wait, hang on, that might be wrong.
That's almost what happened with Jeff and Joe.
Here's the funny thing: you say almost, right?
Oh God.
You say almost. I have a theory. Now I know YouTube's not really big on conspiracy theories, so nobody share this, except everybody share this stream. But I'm saying,
all right, let's just present this as fact. This is actually true. This is true.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think Jeff and Joe hooked up strictly so that when they compared Social Blade stats, one could claim that the other was secretly Kevin Spacey.
What?
Mm-hmm. I know, mind blown, right?
Yeah, dude. Man, you just unlocked so much fucking shit in my head. I'm getting woke to so many things right now, dude. Thank you.
this theory is so conspiratorial and so mired in social media that I'm honestly going to need. Wow, how am I forgetting everyone's fucking name? Who was the kid who did the Jake Paul documentary?
Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson. Okay, so hang on. Everybody, clip this. We're gonna need Shane Dawson to come and save that. By the way, edit out all that brain fart ahead. Jeff, how's it going?
Hi.
You feeling relieved?
Me? No. I was getting myself all prepared. I made a deal with the internet, and the internet called my fucking bluff.
Sweet.
Oh.
Yeah. It did. It called my damn bluff.
That's what that was.
That's what that was.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Kagam Mandoe. Thank you.
Kaga Mandua. $50. I'm calling your bluff, Jeff. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in order to do this, I got to get everything set up real quick. Bam, bam, bam.
He needs to put his adult diaper on because.
That's right. First, I have to drink the nasty shot of vodka, lavender vodka.
Hey, hang on. I will drink it. Oh, I was gonna say
Yes,
I'll
drink.
join you. I'll tell you what, guys. Listen, because this bourbon's good. All you need to do, like, I only require like $25, but it got to be through Streamlabs, because otherwise Google gets that money. But I'll do this shot of bourbon if and y'all want me to.
Sweet.
All right, a deal's a deal.
Yeah, see, that's the great deal that we have here. People can pay $50 to watch you drink a glass of potpourri, or they can pay $25, and I'll enjoy a nice, smooth bourbon.
You guys can't get this shit anywhere else. You gotta donate. Support the Saints.
That's right.
Support
You
the
gotta
Taints.
donate. Gotta donate. That's the only way to do it. Oh my God. Ugh.
At this point, I just need to keep
There you
myself vested and bare-chested.
That's all you get. That's all you get.
Yeah, but
Wow,
by
I
the
feel
way,
so
guys-
special that I got to be on this episode.
Oh,
my
you
God.
should. Listen, this is the sexiest episode of YouTube Saints that's ever happened ever since Oscar Youngell came on.
I changed into my like
Wait.
nuclear yellow chonies just for this too. Had to do it. It's for the meme,
Yep.
baby. For the meme.
That's right. This is 80s sexy. No, this is 70s sexy.
That's
With
pretty
this
sexy.
chest hair. That's right. No, I need to get some starch though, so
All
this
I
shit
got
will
right
like
now is
stay
like
up.
sexy leg sexiness right now. There we go.
The
That's right. The licks
Stop
the
the ass
legs.
kissing with you.
What? Wow, 40 people
Oh
just
my
stopped
God.
watching.
You got to lick the legs for half an hour.
Oh, Hannah Yarberry screenshotted the shit out of that, Jeff. So, it's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
thing you're not on Twitter anymore.
Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. Absolutely. Jeskin, JS Kind says you're on, Nick. $25. All right. You know what? you got to shake your shit a little bit for us. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're on. You're on.
All right, well, fine, that's fine.
Hold on, sir.
Well,
I must be right. What?
The other problem with that too is also because of the color balancing. Like all of the black that I'm wearing, you couldn't see the bulge, which goes down mostly to my knee. And I'll have you know, for those who've not met me, I am 6'13", which means that I have a very long femur.
Oh shit. You're 6 what?
6'14". That's right.
6'14".
Yes, I'm also an 80s sci-fi action star.
Hey, what's that tattoo on your chest?
Huh?
So it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes.
Kurt Vonnegut, because and actually because Vernaculus is here in Manchester, I can't wait for him to get this. Orwell wasn't the only dystopian writer. Cunt.
Damn. What were we even talking about? Holy shit. X-Tiger says, hey, Nick and Jeff, first time Sora and I have caught a live show in ages. Voldemort in a fursuit begging for Jonathan Davis cubbies and rubbing styrofoam blocks together with Steel Panthers playing in the background. Praise the format. Thank you very much, X-Tiger.
Listen.
Oh, my God.
X-Tiger, I love you, but if you, like, Steel Panther doesn't work on him anymore.
Take your shirt off.
It's JBS. Well, I'm also wearing this vest, and it makes it great.
You take the shirt off and wear the vest without the shirt.
That's an idea, but it's going to cost the chat $50.
They just paid $25
for me to take a shot.
No, that wasn't for you to take a shot. You have good booze. Nobody's going to pay you to take a shot of good booze.
Booze. Sorry, I thought you said good boobs, because I'm like, no, I don't.
One arm.
You got both.
One arm. One arm out of the shirt.
Just take half the shirt off.
Yeah, man.
Leave the vest buttoned up, and then tuck the shirt back in.
That's right.
Always leave them wanting more, right?
I've been over here putting on makeup and shit.
Listen, listen. The
internet fame isn't easy.
If I keep stripping for money like this, how long till Bob Kraft tries to put something in me?
We're way past that, actually.
Well, yeah. Honestly, it's kind of hot in here, so I'm all right with this.
Oh yeah, ooh, dude.
I love how fucking reflective I am too. I'm basically like I'm like
you're like
one
a
of those,
bike
like,
reflector.
I'm like a I'm like a bike reflector.
Historic Israeli mission to the moon underway following SpaceX launch. This is great news for our community. This is 100% great news for our community. Israel has taken an important first step to the moon following the launch of its privately built Bereshit lunar lander, which entered space late yesterday aboard a SpaceX rocket. The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket departed Earth at 8:45 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, February 21st from Cape Canaveral, Florida, reports Space News. In addition to the Bereshit lunar lander, the rocket successfully delivered the Indonesian Nusantara Satu telecommunications satellite and the S5 experimental small sat owned by the U.S. Air Force.
My slow cooker chicken is done.
Ooh, Nick's chicken's done.
It doesn't look anything like me anymore.
The launch of Bereshit, which means Genesis, or in the beginning, in Hebrew, represents a significant milestone for both Israel and the private sector. The four-legged lunar lander represents the country's first attempt to land on the moon, but it also happens to be the first privately funded lunar lander. Should the mission be successful...
Did you know that I'm a three-legged lunar lander?
That's right. Israel would join an exclusive club of countries to place a lander on the moon, being United States, Russia, and China. Ladies and gentlemen, the moon Jews are no longer just a joke. The moon Jews are about to become a reality. Holy freaking shit. I am so into it.
It seems like mostly a bragging right for a country these days to be able to do that now.
Yeah.
The whole idea is basically they can now look to the Palestinians and be like, yeah, sure, you can kill a bunch of civilians, but have you landed on the moon?
Can you imagine what a Palestinian... I don't want to talk... Actually, it's gonna get into a real dark place if I start talking about the Palestinian Space Agency.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Actually, I'm looking at myself on screen now, and I'm thinking, this is how I need to do shows from now on.
Yeah. Actually,
we need to up that male sex appeal. You guys.
Oh, and of course now Dieter Lucum is here.
Oh yeah. The moment you start showing a little bit of skin, Dieter shows up. He's like, Hello. Anyway, Bear Sheet was financed by donations from individual private sponsors. Self-described vision is to advance the discourse on science and engineering in Israel and to acquaint the young generation with exciting opportunities in their future, which STEM studies make possible. So
this is why we need a one-state solution, because if there's one thing we know about Palestinians, they know a lot about building rockets.
They do. No, they don't. What? No. What? What? No.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my god.
Ask the Israelis. The Hamas Space Agency. Never mind.
I swear to God.
How are you gonna save yourself from this one, Nick?
Oh my God. All I'm saying is we have the Jewlander, Jalander, and it's beautiful.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Shit, I'm sorry.
You know, you're more like a Jew gigolo right now. A jugalo.
A jugalo.
I was gonna disagree, but it's all for money, so carry on.
Yeah, you're a jugalo.
A jugalo. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, so...
The great thing is these lights are actually really hot, so this is actually quite pleasant.
Is it? That's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's pleasant for me. It's pleasant for Dieter Luke. It's pleasant for Dieter Lucum.
Fair.
That's it.
Fair. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Our buddy Gator Gaming said he's sending us Streamlabs, but unfortunately it's not popping up on mine yet, man. But Dragon of the West says the Jews are in space. They're flying around protecting the Hebrew race. Real life has turned into a scene out of a Mel Brooks movie. Fuck. Yes, it has.
Yes,
yeah.
Except let's keep in mind where you come from. That being the Saints community, it's time you say the Jews are back in space.
There goes. There goes. Calligator says, post-stream Fight Club, let's do it. I'll stream it Friday Night Fight Club. What are we gonna fight with? What fighting games do we both have? We both have Street Fighter. We both have Soul Calibur.
I don't have Street Fighter, no.
We both have Tekken. We both have Tekken, and we both have Soul Calibur. That's right. Maybe we should do post-show.
Also, well, I mean, we could do like a modern version of that with Apex Legends, and then everyone can be like, when they watch my stream, they'll be like, well, at least he's kind of funny from time to time.
He tries. Anyway, the Jews are on the moon. That's great.
Yeah.
Good for the Jews.
Jews are on the moon. Once again, we've reclaimed our ancestral lands.
Yep.
Nothing loaded about that joke.
All right. I can't believe
this. I can take my shirt off and not even set anything on fire.
Anime Moon says, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, guys. I'm gonna say the N-word. Nipple! Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm okay. I understand.
Shit.
I have rather large nipples for a man. I know this.
Mine are supple. Mine are nice. They're good. They're good.
And tiny.
We can do this, ladies. We can do this, ladies. You can't. Ha ha ha. Hey, check it out. Male supremacy. We can do this, and you can't. No, no, no.
Here's a funny thing. Quick funny story about tits, actually.
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah, so here in New Hampshire, we got a lot of libertarians. I even ran on their party ticket unopposed because no one else wanted to run. That being the case. We used to have a thing called the 420 rallies. This is back 2009. All the libertarian free staters would show up on the public square right in front of City Hall and smoke weed in plain view. And the police were like, well, you clean up after yourselves and you're not causing problems and we know where you are and you're safe. That's fine.
Sure.
So then they were like, well, we can't get arrested so we can complain about how awful the government is. They upped it again. Let's drink in public. Once again, same attitude. Then they upped it again. Eventually, they came to a thing called Whip 'em Out Wednesdays. No, Topless Tuesdays. Where?
Oh my god.
No, yeah, we're local activist women would show up to this protest where they'd smoke weed, drink beer, and have no shirts on, and God knows how much everyone hates when that happens. But well, the funny thing was though is because New Hampshire is what we call a code law state. So if it's not written into the very specific letter of the law, it's not law. And there is no law in New Hampshire against women going topless wherever they like. So ladies, if you want a place that you can just let the girls out to breathe and walk around downtown, New Hampshire's the place, because fuck knows there's nothing else interesting happening here.
True.
But, well, when they started doing this, they couldn't get arrested for having topless women at their protests, and then they started body painting, and because they started playing with nipples while they were doing it, that counted as lewd and lascivious behavior. That got them arrested, and then like, these fucking tyrants!
That
These
is
fucking
so
tyrants!
dumb, dude. That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, you can go like nipple free in New Hampshire all you like, and I think maybe a large part of that comes down to the fact that this state is so sad and sedentary that the men probably have tits as big as the women on average.
Look, go ahead, Animancer. Go ahead.
I'll tell you one thing that fucking pisses me off is people just like that. People who only give a shit about furthering an agenda. They want to feel like they're a persecuted class, and they're willing to do anything to just push the envelope and feel that way, even if people are being perfectly reasonable with them, like the law enforcement was here. Like, okay, we'll leave you to your own devices. You guys can do what you want, even though you technically shouldn't be doing it. We're fine with it as long as you aren't hurting people. Like that's pretty cool and chill. And like these people just want to abuse it because they want to feel.
It's current year +1. We are grown up enough as a fucking society to be okay with topless whoever. Like, come on, man. Like
sure,
honestly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in public, if you're in public and a bunch of people are fucking topless, bunch of dudes are topless, bunch of ladies are topless, some random dude comes up and he's like, I'm gonna touch that titty, motherfucker's gonna get his ass beat. His ass beat.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll be fine. Let women fucking pop them out if they want to or not. Let them do whatever they want.
And let's also keep in mind too that we live in an era, and this is no bullshit, right? So like the tweens and teens right now who are out there like experimenting and losing their virginity. It's been said that 1/3 of them are recording them losing their virginity, and we've made that joke before. But the point is that if there's one thing you can be sure of is that in the age of the internet, tits are no longer an erotic thing. I remember when I was like 11, 12 years old or something, and a topless woman was like, oh my God. Now you see a set of tits, and it's just...
Oh, I have a timer on. Damn it.
It's tits, and then you kind of rate them like, hey, those are pretty good tits. They're like, wow, how do you have a shopping cart to keep those from slapping against the ground?
I got a new profile picture from my Tutter account.
Actually, no, because you don't use Twitter at all. You should just use that.
Should I? Just use Tutter to communicate with everybody.
Just go to Twitter, use that as a profile pic, and then never use Twitter again. But that's the thing, like, tits aren't fucking sexy anymore, because we're all so like, I mean, unless there's like a feminine penis slotting between them, what's the point?
Exactly. So I need something spicy to, make it more interesting. I can't just deal with that.
Put a little pepper on the dick. What are we talking about?
Yeah, get a thick dick.
A little pepper on the dick.
Oh, all right. Anyway, Sora Dove says, ignore Tiger and his trolling. I really miss being able to watch Saints Craziness. Jeff, I loved hanging out with you on my birthday a couple years ago. We should totally go drink it again. Yes, you guys live in my town. Why aren't we hanging out? We should hang out. We should drink. Nick, you're awesome. We should get stoned together sometime. I am trying to get this naked asshole over to the West Coast, and maybe we'll have some fun. This year it will happen. All right, we got another news article we got to go through. We're getting close to the end, but we got to do this one. All right.
I just like this one. This is from 9gag.
I was about to say, like, you sent me a 9gag article. Okay, all right.
No, the whole purpose to this is that if it's not actually true, I want to inspire people to go out and do this.
Okay. Man arrested for putting fake arrows on the floor in IKEA and creating a labyrinth with no exit. That's.
I think
that's it.
It's almost like assembling IKEA furniture.
That was it. That's the whole thing.
That was just for fun, dude. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, we had that video. Could you find that video of the other thing?
What other thing? Oh, wait. Yeah.
This was the actual next story. But at this point, I mean, I want to say what? Like, we're
what?
No, we're on the 4th news item. So yeah, no,
we've got this video. We got this video, and then we have our cringe of the week after this.
Okay, well, in that case, everybody accept this as your now for something completely different. Now, if you've ever been to court, I've been several times. You know that lawyers don't always get you the result that you want. And sometimes you gotta let them know. You know, that's all I'm saying. So let's see what happens when this guy gets sentenced to 47 years.
I don't think there's actual sound in this one, but he gets 45 years in prison.
47 years, and he's not too happy about it, as you'll see with his lawyer.
Monday Matt says, "You promised Nick would come to the West Coast last year. Why must you turn YouTube into a house of lies, Jeff?" We went to...
Oh, such a scam.
Whoa!
Jeff, can we roll the tape back a bit?
Hang on. Whoa.
Let's roll the tape back a bit there. Let's find out. So, like, the judge says he's going to get 47 years, and he's like, why did you do this? Now, to read from the article,
a lot of time, man.
Yeah, to read from the article, attorney Aaron Brockler is used to fighting for his clients, but not used to his clients trying to fight him. Oh, fuck you. All right, no. You know, Rice? Oh, my God. His name is Rice Thibault.
The dude who got sentenced?
No, the guy who wrote this fucking article.
Oh, his name is Rice?
Yeah. Rice. Hey, guess what, Rice? Find a different career, dipshit. All the same. Attorney Aaron Brockler is used to fighting for his clients. Bam! Bam! World star! World star! So yeah, the Cleveland-based lawyer whose firm is answering machine.
Watch that all day.
Just mute it and keep reading.
Oh yeah. Right.
Stop getting distracted.
Yeah, you can keep playing it. But yeah, the Cleveland-based lawyer whose firm's answering machine advertises smart, aggressive representation. The aggressive part, sure. Turned to his client on Tuesday after a judge in Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court issued a lengthy prison sentence of 47 years.
God damn.
World star!
Brockler wanted to let his client, David Chiselton, know he would try to get the time reduced. So as he got yeeted up there, he was trying to say, "I'm gonna try and get this this whole thing reduced." Next thing Brockler knew, he told the Washington Post he was on his back under a courtroom table and beneath Chilson, who was biting him. He was giving him.
He was going bath salts on him.
He was going orthodontia assault on him. I wonder if they were able to. I wonder if
Animancer.
What happened?
Nothing. Go on.
Keep going. Keep reading.
Fine. Chilson punched Brockler in the face shortly after the judge issued her ruling, according to Brockler's account. A police report and body camera footage of the incident. Quote, "He was hoping to get under 20 years," Brockler said in an interview. Quote, and I think when the judge said 47, he just snapped, and I was the closest person to him, and he let it out on me. That's, it's a good thing. Honestly, I can think of a life coach from Santa Monica who would probably tell you it's really good to let all of it out on your clients. But all the same, the collision sent Brockler sprawling and left him with an injured hip, broken nose, and concussion. What did you do to his hip, you animal?
Seriously, yeah.
He definitely knocked me out, said Brockler, who used to play ice hockey, so he knows what it feels like. It took me back to my hockey days. It was just like getting hit in the head with a slap shot or a giant criminal defendant's fist.
Same thing.
The Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office charged Chilson with felonious assault for the courtroom incident, for which I imagine he'll have to get a different lawyer, unless that lawyer's really good. He didn't hit me. We have video of it. No, this is untrue, Your Honor. This is forged video. This is what the president might call fake news. Yeah, it's a deep fake. Which the department spokesman told the Post was unprecedented in his time there. You need to get to more interesting courtrooms, my dude. I have been here 12 years and have not seen anything like that. Officer John O'Brien, who also apparently won an award for most generic name possible.
What's her name? What is it?
John O'Brien.
John O'Brien.
John O'Brien.
My name is Steve Johnson.
My name is Mike O'Hallahan. Oh fuck! Now they're gonna find me.
Shit.
Chilson was in court that day to receive a sentence stemming from a 2017 standoff with police, in which Chilson reportedly assaulted his girlfriend, who accused him of sexually abusing a teenage girl, and set his apartment complex on fire. I didn't read this article all the way through.
That's a dark turn. What the fuck?
I'm glad I picked it. This
Dark.
article full
Dark.
of, wow. He pleaded guilty to domestic violence and multiple counts of felonious assault and aggravated arson. Court records show. So wait, he pleaded guilty to the beating his girlfriend up and setting fire to the building, but he's like, nah, I didn't fuck no teenagers. Listen, I might have burned the bitch down.
Yeah, I'm a man of moral character. What the fuck are you talking about?
I got moral turpitude here, you understand? Like, maybe I burned this bitch's apartment building down and, like, smacked her around a bit, but I'd never fuck somebody who was 17. Oh, good God. I'm so glad he, like, made sure his 7-year sentence is an actual 47-year sentence, huh? Okay, and just to pronounce his name correctly, for the record, Chiselton?
Sounds like a fucking Flintstones character to me, dude.
He does. Well, all the same, he knew he was looking at substantial prison time, Brockler said. Brockler was, dudes, a third lawyer on the case. Did he beat the shit out of the other two? What the fuck? He said after Chiselton clashed with the first two. So he clashed with all three of his lawyers, technically. Chiselton appreciated Brockler's help, the lawyer said, and after working together, Brockler found him relatively mild-mannered right up until the point in which he beat the shit out of him and bit him in court.
All right.
During the trial, as one of Chiselton's victims testified about his tendency to lash out suddenly... Love this article.
Oh, really?
Brockler remembered thinking to himself, really? He seems so calm. Then, boom. Brockler added, no shit. The attorney said he was thankful that his injuries aren't worse, but said he'd like to see the sheriff's office, which is in charge of securing the courtroom, review what went wrong that led to the assault. Namely, you trusting goddamn, like, child molesting psychopath. I would say start there. Brockler said Chiselton was handcuffed from the front. He fucking Hulk raged the handcuffs off him. I'm proud to know that mutant ability is a thing. With full range of motion available. That was the, quote, key mistake, Brockler said. What? Handcuffing him so he couldn't assault you and then him breaking the handcuffs? That was their key mistake? The department did not respond to a request for comment about Chiselton's restraints, but a statement from the court's top judge alluded to courthouse safety protocols. Quote, This incident is a reminder that the safety of our employees, citizens, and anybody else except for defense attorneys in our courtrooms should be a top priority. I might have made a part of that up. I'll leave it up to you to guess.
All right.
We thank the deputies and others who responded during the incident for their quick actions, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. The last quote was, well, Chiselden, meanwhile, may be facing additional charges for the courtroom incident, you think. And he may need to find a new lawyer. This is a quote from Brockler. He's a former client at this point.
Fancy. All right.
You see, that was the perfect article for Nick to do the jokes he likes to do where he looks at the camera right afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you know me when I'm mostly naked.
Yeah? Maybe it's like I'm studying you more. I don't know.
Maybe it's like you've been going to certain bars that I've been going. Never mind.
The Orchid of Asia. What are we talking about? Okay, so
Let me just say, Animancer is a beautiful Chinese girl.
Oh, thank you.
That's true.
You are.
So, give us some context of this this cringe of the week. Because are we just watching the video, or are we gonna like look into the article? Because the article is long.
Yeah, the long and short is this is cringe of the week, and here's the thing.
Is the video gonna fill us in on what's going on?
Well, the video is going to show us what actually happened because the other cringe of the week you didn't want nothing to do with.
I
Jesse
really am
Smollett,
tired of the Jesse Smollett bullshit.
Swiss Smollett.
I fucking can't stand it.
Now that is an honest and straightforward cringe of the week. However, this actually came to us from our buddy Crab90. Right?
Cool.
It came to us today. Patagonia Marshal threatens to arrest OSN publisher SEE the video. Now, here's the thing you need to know about OSN. OSN is the Orange Street News.
Okay.
And it's identified as a media member, but we're talking about a 12-year-old kid.
Okay.
A 12-year-old citizen journalist. Let's see how this sheriff's deputy decided to respond to our young friend. It's like little vernaculars.
What exactly am I doing that's illegal?
So, when I left the office, you were over there talking and you quickly... You taping me? You can tape me.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
But, what I'm going to tell you is if you put my face on the internet, it's against the law.
Okay, I can learn.
No, it ain't, bitch!
No, it ain't. Putting your face on the internet ain't illegal.
Jeff, can we actually like rewind just to officer's face? Because I mean, if there's one thing I hate more than a 12-year-old breaking the law, it's a 12-year-old breaking the law without me.
Hey,
you know?
look at fucking Sheriff Wilford Brimley here.
Oh, hang on, no, I can get you his name. Hold on. Patterson. That's right.
Officer Patterson. Officer Patterson
from Patagonia, Arizona.
Yeah.
Officer Patterson from Patagonia, Arizona.
We
Officer
salute
Patterson
you, officer.
Honestly, man, this is why blue lives really matter, because you never know when a 12-year-old on a bike is going to show up with a
Don't
cell
say that.
phone.
We're never going to get Donut Operator on the show if we do that. Don't say that.
We're never going to get him on the show to begin with.
Yes, we will. Yes, I'll fucking go talk to Donut. It's fine.
If you put my face on the internet, it's against the law in Arizona, okay? So I'm not giving you permission to use my picture or my face on the internet. You understand all that?
Okay.
I understand that.
So when you saw us leave, you quickly left the boy that you were with, and you followed us down to 320 Roadrunner. And when we came back out, because we had to go somewhere else for an urgent call, you followed me again.
Yeah, and how's that illegal?
So don't follow law enforcement, because you already came in and told me you were a reporter.
Yeah, and
I don't want you to get hurt.
I understand.
I'm looking out for your safety.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh,
the
shit.
area you were in
Animate.
is where we're
Sorry.
dealing with the mountain lion.
The mountain lion.
Yes.
Okay, and...
Okay?
Your
All right,
cam
but
turned
what
on.
exactly, I understand that you're concerned
Yeah,
about
I know.
safety. But what exactly am I doing?
Hang on. Your cam turned on. You gotta turn it back off.
Here's what I love though. When we listen to this next clip, I love, and this is, I mean, this is both as somebody who appreciates, like, you know, some like daring journalists, but also as like the father of a preteen. I love hearing this kind of confidence, this kind of like, what the fuck you gonna do, pussy, kind of attitude.
Yeah.
In this kid's voice. I absolutely fucking adore her.
Yeah, this is great.
I gave you a lawful order, and if you disobey a law enforcement officer, you can lie to your mother, you can lie to your father, you can lie to your priest. You can't lie to a law enforcement officer. You understand that? So actually lying to me and saying you were
Wouldn't
going
upstanding
to your friend's
citizen.
house wasn't acceptable.
She's a goddamn
No,
hero.
And you actually lied.
My friend lives right there. In fact, if you want, you can knock on her
But
door
when
and
you
ask
saw
her.
us leave, you turned around, you didn't even make it to your friend's house. You were seeing where we were going.
Yeah, that's
None of your business,
Well,
Bubba.
thank you very much. You have a great day. I'll be getting a hold of your parents.
Okay.
Thank you.
What the fuck, dude? So dumb. So dumb.
And actually, you know what? Here's the thing. You know, let's promote this channel, right? Because I'm seeing OSN News, right?
Yeah.
It's in the suggested. So let's link to this kid. Like, I don't know what the fuck she's about, but honestly, I just love her fucking spunk.
Yeah,
I
Orange
fucking
Orange
love it.
Street News. She's a citizen journalist. She's a
Yep.
kid, just a fucking
Yep.
kid, on her fucking bike,
looks
trying to
a lot
report the
like-
fucking news.
Looks a lot like the Empress too, doesn't she?
She looks a lot like Quinn. She looks a
Yeah.
lot like Empress Quinn. Yeah.
That has nothing
Yeah.
to do with my fondness for her. Although maybe it does a little bit because, you know, that makes people better.
The OSN was working on a story in Patagonia, Arizona, when a law enforcement officer threatened the reporter with arrest unless she stopped reporting the news. The OSN was biking down Roadrunner Lane investigating a tip about 1:30 p.m. on February 18th when the reporter was stopped by Patagonia Marshal Joseph Patterson and asked for identification.
What was his name?
Joseph Patterson,
Joseph Patterson?
Patagonia Marshal Joseph Patterson. The Orange Street News identified herself as a member of the media, including name and phone number. I don't want to hear about any of that freedom of the press stuff, Patterson said. The marshal continued, I'm going to have you arrested and thrown in juvie. The marshal...
Is this Hank Hill?
I want you to know, you to know that in my eyes right now, you are Rooster Cogburn.
Oh my God.
You are the Western hero we all deserve.
100%, dude. The marshal didn't have his lights on and passed several people who were on the streets without stopping them or questioning them. I can have you arrested. Do you understand? Asked what he could be arrested for, the officer first said it was for disobeying his command, then said it was for riding on the wrong side of the road. Finally, the officer said a mountain lion was spotted in the area despite there being other people in the area who were not kicked off the road. I'm worried about your safety. The area you were in, we're dealing with a mountain lion, said Patterson. I gave you a lawful order, and if you disobey a law enforcement officer, lying to me and saying you're going to go to your friend's house wasn't acceptable.
Wait a second, Jeff.
Wait, hang on.
What was his name again, though?
This is his name. Joseph Patterson, Patagonia Marshal.
Patterson?
Joseph Patterson.
Patagonia Marshal Service?
Yes, indeed.
Just to make sure that everybody got that was Joseph Patterson, who drives a white Chevy Silverado.
If you paste my face on the internet, it's against the law, so I'm not giving you permission to use my picture or face on the internet. Do you understand all that? The OSN answered, yeah, I understand all that. Court says the First Amendment gives citizens the right to record police officers in public when they are performing their duties as public citizens.
And I fucking love, by the way, too, I love the fact that this article doesn't refer to the kid as a kid or a girl or anything like that. It's the OSN.
Yeah, the OSN.
It's the Orange Street News.
But that doesn't mean you're allowed to record if you're doing so secretly interfering with the officer or otherwise breaking the law. The officer told the reporter he was calling her parents. You aren't an adult, so don't act like, Marshal Patterson said before driving off. What balls!
The fuck?
The fucking balls! The balls on this girl is so fucking rad.
I love that, but honestly, I gotta say to myself, I'm guessing this, like, what was his name again?
Marshal? Patagonia Marshal, Joseph Patterson.
Marshal Joseph Patterson of, what part of Arizona?
Patagonia.
Patagonia, Arizona. I will say to this, I'm going to guess you have to be one of those incel terrorists at this point, because you clearly don't have children, because if there's one thing you fucking know, you don't tell a 12-year-old not to act like an adult, you stupid fuck. But all the same, thank you for providing us with this, and thank you, fucking Orange Street News.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. No, we listen. We got all those Andy Go kids running around, right? We got the fucking, we got all those Southern hillbillies who are like, I've been doing an investigation into this here internet shit. And meanwhile, we got this kid going out and trying to be a real fucking news person, and then the man comes down on her like this. You know what? Fuck you. What was his name again?
Joseph Patterson.
Joseph Patterson?
Joseph Patterson.
Joseph Patterson of Patagonia, Arizona?
Patagonia, Arizona. Patagonia, Arizona.
Are we talking about the law enforcement officer, Joseph Patterson?
That's right. That's right. 100%. The law enforcement officer from Patagonia, Arizona, Joseph Patterson.
That Joseph Patterson. Wow. Joseph Patterson of Patagonia, Arizona. Congratulations, sir. You don't know how the fucking internet works.
It takes a special kind of asshole to try and stifle a child's creativity. That's
That's not a child.
Dude.
It's not a child. She's a goddamn journalist.
100%.
And you know what? I will say to that citizen journalist of the Orange Street.
I agree.
I raise this shot to you, and you know what? I want you to learn this phrase. I want you to burn this into your soul, honey. Fuck the man.
Fuck the man. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young neighbor got it bad because I'm brown.
Neighbor. Oh my god.
Neighbor.
Oh, I've said this many times on DP before, but only Billy the Fridge could corrupt a word as wholesome as neighbor. And you can never watch Mr. Rogers quite the same.
To be fair, a Florida politician did try to corrupt the word picnic this week. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. I've never.
Oh yeah. No, apparently picnic is a racist word.
Wait, what? How? How does that work?
A thick dick picnic.
Honestly, no. I'll tell you this much. You know what? We'll do this as an end cap. Jeff, just Google picnic racist Florida.
No, later. Some other time.
Oh.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, go and subscribe to the Underhaven. Link is in the description. Underhaven both on YouTube and on Twitch. Go subscribe on YouTube. Go follow on Twitch. Animancer, what else do you have going on right now? What do you else got going on in your life?
I have my own channels on Twitch and YouTube where I do like solo streams, clips of my show and shit like that. Tomorrow, this Saturday, we're gonna be having Billy the Fridge on my show, which I look forward to, and that's really all I have to fucking say. You guys can check that shit out, and if you enjoy it, then all the fucking better.
Then I will re-update the description, actually, once you send that to me through...
Sure. I'll send
through Discord. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll have all that there. It'll be fantastic. It's gonna be amazing. Amazing, beta! And everything's just gonna be absolutely out of fucking control. You don't even understand. You can't understand. You're mere mortals. You don't understand how brilliant this can be.
With your tiny little brains.
Nick, are you ready to disco? We're gonna disco. You realize that, right? We're about to disco.
Does that mean dropping acid?
No, it means we gotta dance. Oh!
Now you guys gotta do it.
Get out of your chair, you lazy piece of shit!
I'm buttoning up in my vest so that I don't look as fat on the internet as I actually am.
Oh, damn.
That's right. That's right. Don't pull your balls out. Don't do it.
Oh, that's right.
Only on here.
Into the night, and I say, that's it for the show.
This is a good wholesome stream. It was a good family show. I hope you all enjoyed, you and your families. I hope all of you and your families enjoyed this show. Go and subscribe to Animancer. Go and subscribe to everything he's associated with. Go and support the Orange Street News and let them know that the Saint sent you, but do not clip this when you say that. But all the same, we've been your YouTube Saints for this Friday, something of February, something 19. This has been wonderful.
Can't hear anything.
I feel sexy.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Sure.
Sláinte. Oh, thank Christ, man. Oh my God.
No,
I gotta get all this duct. I gotta get all this. Dude, I gotta get all this duct tape off my fucking genitals right now. I gotta tell you.
Listen, here's the thing, dude. It's just a simple matter of tucking and dancing. You don't need to secure the junk, you know?
Have you seen? Well, no, I've seen your dick and balls, but have you seen mine? They're like a fucking. They're like a 3-pronged flail of devastation. Okay.
You've been waiting so long to give people this myth.
No.
All the same, I'm really glad the fact that you made a very, very cheap, quick, racist Photoshop for this show, that you didn't end up being as racist as you are in person, Jeff. I'm proud of you.
Look. I had a hard decision to make. It was a hard decision. I'm a little bit shorter than you, so obviously I should have been Tonto. But you're more Johnny Depp than me, and nobody wants to be Army. What's his fucking name? Arlie
Ermy?
No, the Army Hammer, the dude who played the fucking Lone Ranger. Nobody wanted to be that guy.
Hey, listen, nobody knows who that guy is because nobody saw that movie, Jeff. But, like, you know, ultimately the point is like, I'm really glad we were able to, like, you know, do a whole thing where, like, underage citizen journalists were doing their jobs and not one person mentioned the Catholic Church.
Wow, we dodged that whole joke that entire time, didn't we?
Well, listen, I mean, like, you know, you remember that time we got that tweet from Pontifex, well, that DM from Pontifex, and he's like, hey, guys, leave my fucking business alone. And we were like, well, what's it gonna cost you? And he said, like, you know, 40 to 50 Asian kids a week to make the t-shirts on Teespring. And so, I'm glad it all worked out.
Can I just say, the renovations on my rental in the yard right now have been immaculate. So thank you very much, Pope John Paul, whatever the fuck the current Pope is, for lending me all of the very affordable Asian labor to make my rental property more affordable. And
let's not forget all of those choir boy skins that made the whole greenhouse thing work out. No?
They didn't stretch easy, but stretch they did.
Exactly. And it's, you know, it's a good thing. I'm really glad, like, we were able to hitch our corporate wagon to the Catholic Church, so, you know, no one will ever assist. Wait a second. Jeff, are we actually over? Or...
Oh, shit!